Welcome to a Guardium quick technical demo. This one's on event streaming. So what's that all about? So event streaming is where we have a PaaS database, so platform as a service database. That's a database where you don't have access to the underlying operating system to deploy an agent. Popular offerings here, from AWS. There's a bunch of RDS databases, the ones that Guardium supports for this kind of deployment, PostgreSQL and MySQL. And Azure, there's Azure SQL, Azure Data Warehouse, which is now Azure Synapse Analytics, and Cosmos DB. So those services stream data, audit data, to a event streaming technology like AWS Kinesis or Azure Event Hubs. These things are kind of like Kafka, and then those services get consumed on Guardium in a Guardium collector called a virtual STAP. With a virtual STAP, it looks like an STAP and STAP status area, but it's a streaming STAP. It's not installed on a database server anywhere. But so you have this virtual STAP, and then all the data, it parses it all and sends it to the sniffer, and the sniffer puts it through the policy like all Guardium traffic and logs it into an internal database. So you get to reuse the same policy and same reports, just the source is different. Not STAPs, but from event streams. So I'm going to show you an example here of Azure SQL, where Azure SQL's streaming to Azure Event Hubs and then consumed by Guardium. So over here, I have a Azure SQL instance, and we've set up auditing in it when it loads to go to an Event Hub, II Demo Event Hub 6. That is then consumed by Guardium. If I go here, II Guard Demo Event Hub 6, and here's the Event Hub inside it, and then there's a lot of other parameters you add here. Things like keys for authentication. You put in things like the resource ID to help with filtering, all that kind of thing. But there's a bunch of documentation on what parameters you need. But you always set it up all in here. This is what the parameters look like. These are the Azure services that are supported. And so that gets all done. Once you have that set up and the status is green, Guardium then consumes the Event Hub, and the data comes into Guardium just as you would expect normally. So I'm going to show you over here. This is the latest SQL run on the SQL Server instance. I will run some more. I'm going to run some more over here in SQL Server Management Studio. We're going to create a table, demo table, and then insert into the demo table some records. Select star from the demo table and then drop it. No, that's, yep. We'll connect. This is II SQL Server demo3.database.windows.net. Yeah, we'll execute that a couple times. Okay, so that is run. Now it takes a little while to consume. I'm gonna sit here and hit refresh a bunch, but you can. I'll splice the recording so you can see that occur later. Okay, and here it is. All right, and there was the creative demo table, some inserts, and the select and the drop. So it just looks like regular Guardium, except the feed comes from somewhere else. A little bit of time for some internals. If you look at its STAP status, as I said, it was just a virtual STAP. This isn't installed anywhere. You can see it has the same IP as the collector. It's running local to a collector, but it's a streaming, a Guardium stream consumer, which is, it's pretty cool. Some good features about streaming. It can be load balanced. It's highly available. They share metadata through another Azure definition called through Azure Object Storage, which so very scalable and easy to set up and use. Thank you.